You're listening to LSPN, the authority on sports-related podcasts.
Welcome to the Lovejoy Leopards Football Show, brought to you by the Lovejoy Gridiron Club. I'm your host, Chris Daly. Tune in each and every week as we discuss Lovejoy Leopards football with Coach Todd Dodge. Hey, Leopard fans, when Texas Heat goes into overtime, call the local pros at Lovejoy HVAC. Family-owned and serving Collin County for nearly 3 decades, they repair, maintain, and install all makes and models with certified, insured techs and a 24/7 response when you need it most. From indoor air quality to smart thermostats, they keep your home game day comfortable. Support a business that supports our community. Lovejoy HVAC. Call 469-617-3690 or visit lovejoyhvac.com. All right, everybody, join me in welcoming Coach Todd Dodge to the show. Coach, how are things?
Great, Chris. Appreciate you having me on, as always.
You bet, you bet. So we have to talk about this Denison game. Good game for the fans, and even better game for Lovejoy.
I tell you what, it was a great high school football game. Back and forth, hard-hitting, physical, dramatic at times. Just real proud of our team. I'll start with our defense. They've got a fantastic young running back that had been averaging well over 100 yards a game. And we just challenged our kids. We have to hold this guy to under 100 yards.
Yeah.
I mean, we cannot let him go off. We're going to have to make them go in a different direction offensively. And we held him to 34 yards, and I was really proud of the way we got a lot of hats around the ball. They hit us with some passes that, but overall, I thought our defense played really good. Baya Toyuka, our veteran guy in the back end, played really well. Liam McIntosh, junior cornerback, had a big interception in the end zone. Smith Shull, sophomore defensive tackle, had the game of the year for him. He had a sack and three hurries. Brock Hertwig, our junior defensive end, he was our most productive defensive player, played really well. So, we had a lot of production on defense. And then kicking game, for the most part, it was just solid. We blocked a punt that put us on a real short field that led to our second touchdown. That was blocked by Lucky Whiteside, our outside linebacker. Our kicker, Cooper Ryan, made all 5 of his extra points, and then our kickoff guy, Cooper Dollinger, kicked just about everything out of the back of the end zone. So, it was just a very yeoman-like, efficient night for our special teams. And then offensively, we hit on 6 of 8 goals. Probably the most important, we were 73% on third down, and we ran the ball for 272 yards.
Nice.
We had 2 different running backs go over 100 yards. Our starter, Zach Jones, our senior, he rushed for 111, and our sophomore, Luke Gahan, rushed for 122. And they combined for 200 and about 37 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns.
Excellent. That's sweet. And hopefully you came out of there healthy.
We did. We did for the most part. Yes, we did. We had some a few things, bumps and bruises here, but our kids are very resilient right now. We always tell them that an unhealthy football team will be playing in week 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16.
Yeah.
So, you've been around the game of football long enough to know that, there's some kids. There's difference between a torn ACL and a broken finger.
Right. Definitely. So let's talk about senior night coming up, Frisco Memorial.
Yep.
Talk about the festivities there, and also maybe highlight some of the seniors while we can do the same thing that y'all are going to do at the stadium.
Absolutely. Well, just really excited to honor this senior class. It's a pretty small class, but it's got some of the players in it are going to be remembered in Lovejoy Football as some of the very best ever at their position, and some of the ones that made the most strides in their senior year. So it starts with Major Smith, our outstanding senior offensive left guard. Just had a tremendous year. He's had an All-State worthy year.
Nice.
Jacob Janisak, our quarterback, has been just a tremendous dual threat quarterback for us, a leader in a physical way, because he's just willing to put his body on the line week in and week out for his team. But he continues. He's to be one of the outstanding dual threat quarterbacks in the DFW area. Travis Shagag, our senior Z receiver, who just got to play 1 year of varsity football, and he's really come on. He's got 10 touchdown catches this year. Daniel Mendez, our starting center. Wow, what a wonderful young man. Just never has a bad day. Riley Ewan, our right guard. He's one that just came out of nowhere for us in the off season in spring ball, and just really started being productive. And then Jack Miller. Jack is a guy that this time last year probably weighed 185 pounds, and he just worked his tail off in the weight room to get himself to a position to be a force at right tackle for us. Zach Jones, our senior running back. So proud of Zach, the year he's had. So those are some guys on offense. Defensively, it starts with Bayer Toyuka, our 3-year starting cornerback. He's now starting at safety for us.
Mm-hmm.
And then William Knickerbocker has been an outstanding player for us this year. He's a 1-year starter at Mike linebacker. So he played really well as the year went on. And so, those are a few of our seniors.
Excellent. Cool. So let's talk about Frisco Memorial. What do you expect from them?
I'll tell you what, I expect them. Of course, we're playing them last district game, and so we've seen them all year long.
Yeah.
And we played them last district game last year. I tell you, it is maybe one of the most improved teams in the state of Texas from 365 days ago.
Wow.
I mean, they are. They had a tragedy in the off season. There was a young man that was killed at a track meet in Frisco back in the spring, and it was one of their players. And he was an outstanding linebacker. His name was Jacob Metcalf, and I'm sure they've just probably dedicated this season to him. And they're playing very, very tight knit. Jeff Jackson, their head coach, I think, is one of the outstanding young coaches in our profession. Just one of those guys that's good for young men. But they've got talent now. They got some really good receivers, and they got some really good defensive backs. So I think that's where their strength is in their receiving core and then in their defensive secondary. Yeah.
So even though you're locked into the playoff spot, because the way I see it, you're locked into fourth regardless, win or lose.
That's correct.
You still can't sleep on these guys.
No doubt. And we just had that talk yesterday. We'll have it again today. Is that you better respect your opponent.
Yeah.
And we will, and our kids will play extremely hard, and And, you just, to me, if, someone who's favored in a game gets ambushed, it's their own dang fault, just because maybe they let their guard down, so they are very capable. They had a game with Denison, a 31-21 game with Denison, and they also had a really, I think, a 10-point loss to Emerson. So, they're very capable, and we'll be ready.
Yeah, definitely. And as far as the playoffs, I know, we're looking ahead, but I think it's safe to look ahead this week.
Yeah.
Is it Argyle y'all are scheduled to play?
Yes. We will match up with Argyle. I'm pretty sure they have clinched the first spot out of that district, which is 3-5A Division II, and we have clinched the fourth place spot out of 4-5A Division II. So we would meet them that following Friday. I guess that'd be the 14th at Argyle, because they obviously the higher seed gets a home game.
Right on. Well, Coach, again, congratulations on the Denison win. As we talked about last week, it was a must-win, and y'all did it well on both sides of the ball. Best of luck this week. Let's close out the regular season and get ready for the postseason.
Thank you so much, Chris. Appreciate you having me on. Hey, go Leopards.
You bet. Take care.
Did you play Texas high school football? If you did, you're part of an elite group, the Brotherhood of Texas High School Football. All football players, past and present, who have ever suited up in the Lone Star State are eligible. Go to LoneStarGridiron.com/brotherhood. And thank you for the part you played in the greatest sport in the greatest state.